It is 7 p.m. Time to call the meeting to order. Please rise and join me for I am extremely excited to be your guys' mayor and to represent the citizens of Camas. I'll just give you a kind of quick update. I've had a chance to meet with a lot of we met with all the city council, and I've met with most of the department heads at this point. We've got some more meetings coming up in the next few weeks, but it has been I'm excited. There's a lot of things that we're going to be able to do, and I can't wait to kind of get started. We've talked through a lot of different ideas. There'll be more information coming out at the end of this month as far as citizen participation and how we're going to kind of orchestrate some of that stuff. And then come January, we'll start to hold some of those meetings and some of those think tanks. And again, I'm just really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to working with this council as well. And I think we're going to be able to do some amazing things.
Barry McDonald,
do solemnly swear
that I am a citizen of the United States
and of the state of Washington,
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of the state of Washington, and will, to the best of my judgment, skill, and ability, truly, faithfully, diligently and impartially, perform the duties of the office of Mayor, City of Camas, in and for Clark County, Washington, as such duties are prescribed by law. So help me God.
Thank you. Great to have so many people here. It's remarkable that I'm here. So many things had to happen. It was being in the right place at the right time, and the willingness to put myself out there. And I wouldn't have put myself out there if I did not believe this is something that I can do. And 6 weeks into it, I still believe that very strongly. It is a lot of work, but this is something that I truly believe in, and I have an amazing woman over there that is my rock, that allows me to be able to try something like this. But it truly is an honor. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I'm going to give it my all. So that's the one thing that I can commit to all you guys, and I'm going to do the best that I can do. All right, I have 7 p.m. time to call this meeting to order. And then I had a meeting around fireworks. So I know that was something the council wanted before July 4th. We talked with ETC that does the surveys. It takes 3 to 4 months to do the surveys, to do a full survey. They can do a one-off survey, which might be potential there. But we also can use Engage Camas as well. So I know that was a question Councilmember Anderson had. I know Councilmember Burton, you were asking as well, which is maybe reaching out to Brian to start crafting maybe some of those questions, or what we want to take that potentially. I do have an update on Clark County. They did go to Safe and Sane, and then they did just recently roll that back as well. So that's some for you there. I had a meeting with Councilmember and Pro Tem Mayor Councilmember Burton. We talked about a date for the town hall. So it looked like from an availability standpoint, June 14th was the date that all council was available. So we're shooting for that date. We had a half a day meeting with the leadership team on the org scan. So we got another one coming up. Good conversations. We're working through that. I want to thank Trang and Brian for helping facilitate that, and we'll be bringing that to council once we've pulled it all together. We also pulled together an internal committee around body-worn cameras, including the union. So we'll be we'll be again working through that and presenting that to the council. Myself and Jamal met with Matt Ranson from the RTC, the Regional Transportation Council. A great resource, and I just want to acknowledge he recognized Curly and Phil Parkman just for their outstanding work. So it's always nice to get a call and to be recognized there. And they're working through some potentially getting us some safety funds, which is very exciting that we have not been eligible before. So I think that's promising and good. As Councilmember Hogan mentioned, we talked with the state auditors today, and then we had a conversation with Greg Reeves from the state audit office last week as well, just kind of getting ready to go through this audit. Met with Pam Piper, district director for Herrera Butler, and a great conversation. We talked about transportation and infrastructure, and we sent her our agenda items for the legislate, as well as Senator Pat Murray. I wanted to recognize Krista from Parks and Rec. Handed out over 500 Easter bags in under 2 hours at the library, and then another 300 during the Friday event. So fantastic job in that. We got the new website out, so just want to make sure everyone is checking that out. We've also rolled out Engage Camas. We also posted, since we last talked, to the state of the city as well. And as Councilmember Hogan mentioned, the watershed committee is moving right along. I think that they have narrowed it down to 2 consultants, as Steve was saying, and hopefully, I believe Steve Wall was just doing some reference checks today, so hopefully we're moving on very quickly with that. An update as well, just with police and fingerprinting. We will be, it looks like, we're going through all of the people that had reservations and canceled, and we're catching up with those folks first. But we will be opening up, and Chief Lackey is working out the details with that. And then I just wanted to note as well, the first quarter of 2021, we had 103 permits. So again, a lot of building permits there. If we continue to trend, this could be the largest number of new homes constructed in more than 2 decades. So I think that's a pretty big number as we look at diversifying our revenues, because again, this is not sustainable as we look at that, but it's a very interesting statistic all the same. I had the mayor's dinner yesterday, which was fantastic. I get to meet with all the other Clark County mayors, and we were able to do it in person, which was very nice. I got to meet with Ann. I get to meet with Greg Thornton as well, who is myself and Greg are the last this form of government in Clark County. So we're the last 2 strong mayors. So it was an interesting conversation around that as well. Planning. I wanted to put something on the radar for council. I spent some time with Phil looking at what we have going on. We should be completing the North Shore spring of next year. We have the parks and transportation plan at the beginning of the year. We're currently doing the facilities plan, and then starting in 2023, the overall game plan for 2035 will begin. But in the spring of 2020, all going well, there would be an opportunity there to do a downtown deep dive revisioning. And I think that would make sense as well with the facility plan here. And I know it's something that the community is interested in as well. So I would just put that out there, that if that was something, that would be the ideal time for that. And we could put that on a workshop, talking through just what the options and needed resources would be. Police reform, there's a lot of bills from the legislators and police reform that are sitting on the chief's desk now. A lot to do with police tactics and training. And I spent some time talking with Officer Tim McNaughton, Officer Layman, specifically around the training aspects. We've been talking since pre-COVID around jiu-jitsu, which is a type of martial art, but it's a very good one as far as dealing with keeping calm in stressful situations. And it's something that they've taken as well. And I think it's something that could be extremely beneficial. So we're continuing that conversation, discussion, but I think that's an exciting one that I'm passionate about. I touched base with Ellen today in regards to the Art Advisory Board. So much like with the ADA one, taking the individuals that had applied for the county art board and seeing if there's some advisory kind of capacity there. I think when it comes to art in the community would be fantastic. Now, therefore, I, Barry McDonald, Mayor of Camas, do hereby proclaim May 2nd through the 8th, 2021 as Public Service Recognition Week in the city of Camas, and encourage citizens to recognize and appreciate the contributions made by those in public service. And I'm very appreciative for all of the people in public service, especially those here in Camas, which makes it such a special place to live.